Today we're making Easter baskets. I've got two different sizes here, both from the exact same cut, just a different boxed out corner. So we've got the first one is 18 by 18. Both of these are cut from a fat quarter. And this one is a boxed corner at a 4-inch. So it's more like for if you're going to give and fill it with all kinds of goodies. It's a great one for that. And then you've got the Easter egg hunt Easter basket that's a little bit deeper. This is a 5-inch boxed corner, and it is literally like the perfect size. So 18 by 18, and you're boxing out your corners just a little bit different. Let's make it. What you're going to need for this project is a few things. I think the easiest way to do it is to purchase 2 fat quarters, or use, if you have them on hand, 2 fat quarters or 3. So let me walk you through what my thought process is. This is 18 by 18 square. A fat quarter is 18 by 21. If you use the 18 by 18, you're going to have a little bit of a strip left over, and you can use that for the handle on this basket. It's 18 by 18 for your exterior piece and your interior piece. I'm also going to be adding 1 layer to the inside piece. I'm going to be putting quilt batting. So it's just a soft cotton quilt batting. You could use a fusible fleece. Mine is not, so I'm using what I have. And then for the exterior, I'm going to be using, it's called Soft and Stable. It's by Annie. Soft and Stable is the name of the product that I use. And it's really just about 1/8 of an inch foam that is great for handbags or anything that you really want to be able to stand up on its own at any given time. Okay, so what I did was I cut out all the pieces at 18 by 18, and then I've got my 4-inch corner cut out. You could do a 4 or a 5, kind of depends how deep you want the basket. And I have done that on all of my batting pieces. I've got my squares on there, and I will cut those out. And then I also, for my strips, I have them, now again, you could do the 3 inches. It'll just be a little bit skinnier, but it will be fine. That's left on your fat quarter. And that would be 3 inches by 18 inches. Plenty of length for the handle on the basket, as long as you're doing them the same color or you're buying an extra one just for the handles. Okay, and then I'm going to do a batting for the handle so that it has a little cush. Just for holding, you know, little hands. Why not? All right, so I've got 2 handles cut, and then I've got 2 strips for the handles cut and ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is just quickly cut out all of my corners. I do have an interior and an exterior piece ready to go here. So my top piece is going to go onto this. And I'm basically just going to stitch all the way around this piece. And I'm going to basically do the same thing on this one. All right, that is ready to go. So then the next thing that I'm going to work on is my strips. And for these, we're going to fold these in half. And I'm just creasing this because I'm folding the bottom up to the middle, doing my normal material taco, and we're just folding this up and we're giving it a little crease. And we're going to do the same thing here. So now I'm just going to lay this strip, however long it is, it'll be fine. So you fold that in, and then we're just going to fold it over on itself. Okay, so we have 1 strip done. So I'm gonna go ahead, just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm just gonna stitch this all the way down. I'm using a light gray thread in my machine today, so everything I'm doing is being done with light gray, which I think will look fine with this cute little teal color. We're gonna go at about 1/8 of an inch, back stitch beginning and end. Okay, my straps are done. Basically, all I'm gonna do is a crisscross through the bottom of this, and it's really just to hold the batting to the material so it's not moving around while I'm working with it. That's gonna hold that. And I am just gonna do super close to the edge, literally as close as I can get, and I'm just attaching this. I'm not gonna worry about a back stitch or anything. I'm literally just attaching it so it'll be together. We've got all the prep done. I'm gonna go ahead and trim off any excess of this. So basically what we're gonna be doing is folding up we're gonna just bring all of our corners together. You know, kind of how we do our box corners? That's basically what we're doing. We're boxing these out and we're going to stitch down those. Yeah, I think that's like the perfect, when you flip this over, I feel like that's gonna be a good basket size, and see how that's gonna stand up and be super sturdy. Yeah, loving it. Okay, so we've got this, got that one sewn together. Now we're gonna do the same thing with our little quilted piece here. We're gonna do right sides together, and we're really matching up the material. Don't worry about the batting. We're gonna go right about 1/4 of an inch. We're basically going to put these together. I'm gonna turn this one right side out. Push my little corners out. And you can kind of see the quilting that I did. I basically just did that to hold it in place. We're gonna do right sides together. This is, like I said, pretty quick and easy. We're just gonna match up the corners, and I'm gonna nest everything, which means I'm basically just flip-flopping the seams and doing them in opposite directions to kind of eliminate some of that bulk. Oh, we need to put these in, don't we? Yes, we do. That's gonna stand up nice and tall. That's gonna be great. So I'm gonna mark that, and that's gonna be about where I'm gonna put it. And what we're gonna do is mark it the same on both of these so that they are even. So what you're gonna need to do is put this down in here, and where your mark is on here, so you can see my mark, we're going to tuck that down in so that that is right at the edge. And I like about 4 inches, 3 in between. Okay, so we're going to go 3 inches from the seam to the inside of the handle, and we're going to put it at our little mark, and I'm going to clip that, and we could cut that off because we don't need all that. I think I have one of those turned. Hang on. This is something else you got to think about when it goes in. Is it turned? And mine was. I'm glad I looked at it. All the little things you have to think about. Very important. And now we can clip that back on there. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay, so you've got your side seams. You're going 3 inches to the inside of each one of these. So from here to here, 3 inches is what you're looking for. All right, and then you've got your other stuff tucked down in there. And I'm gonna clip just one on each side. And we're gonna clip that. And we're gonna go ahead and make a new opening on this side. So now you're just going to put this into your machine. We're going to go at 1/4 of an inch. I'm just starting on one side of where I'm marked. I'll kind of get this down out of the way so you can kind of see as I go. And I am going to do this at a 275 still, back stitch beginning and end. And then we're going to roll these in, give a little tug, push down in. This is so cute. I'm loving it already. Honestly, that is a great little size. I have never made this before, and I was just curious, like, could I use a fat quarter for this Easter basket? And yes, you can. I would, if I were going to do it again, I would definitely do 5-inch corner cutout. So now we have this all put together. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness, I'm loving it. All right, we're gonna close off. Let me find my little opening over here, and we're gonna start right here. I always start like close to a seam, so we're gonna start there. This is a top stitch, so we're gonna do it at a definite 3, and we're gonna slide this under. It's nice and thick because of that foam. And we're just gonna go right at that 1/8 of an inch to a 1/4, right in between. I'm just using my presser foot as the guide and keeping it close to the top. Now you do wanna hold on to your strings, your threads out here for your first couple stitches. And you have the cutest little Easter basket. Oh my goodness, it is so cute. You want to remember that if you're going to do the 4-inch corner, you're getting a wider base all the way around, but a shorter basket depth. Okay, so you have, this one is boxed out at a 5-inch. You get a much deeper basket. And like I said, I feel like this one would be great for the Easter egg hunt. And this one would be great for, you know, what the Easter Bunny brings and drops off. That's what I've got. Those are your 2 options. 4-inch box corner, 5-inch box corner. I think they're both great. I'm Cassie, and this is 62 Handcrafted. See y'all soon.